bonjour, monsieur. What can I get for you today?
Indeed, my good man. I will take the 8-core entree.
Ah, très bien, sir, très bien. Anything else I can get for you today?
I would also like an appetizer of fanboys and a healthy serving of denial for dessert.
Oh, sacre bleu. Oh, I'll get that right for you.
This is the 8-core battle to end all 8-core battles. All right, so what do we got in the menu today? We got a 10700K, 9900K, 11700K, 11900K, and a 5800X. Now, what I ended up doing on the two Intel chips is I put them both at 5.1 gigahertz. I can't match the cache clocks on both because Rocket League doesn't go that high, but I got them both to 39 nanoseconds on the memory. So the latency is the same, core clock is the same on both of those. 5800X, that was like 54 nanoseconds and 4.7 all-core. I'll post up the specs as the benchmarks go along. There's nothing really crazy going on here. The systems are all maxed out without any kind of crazy water cooling. It's just like what anyone can achieve, okay? So that's kind of what I shot for here. With the game selection today, I tried to pick like every single random ass game that was really CPU heavy, but that used drastically different engines from each other. You're gonna see the list as we go along. I picked a lot of interesting titles, and there's a lot of interesting results here. Also, all these tests were done at 1080p medium. They were all done live on Twitch in front of a whole bunch of people, so no funny business here. Just numbers and just data. But yeah, without wasting any more of your time, let's just get right in there and show you the numbers.
Okay, so first up, we have CSGO, the workshop benchmark that you can get off Steam. We got the 5800X Zen 3 chip, 8.5% in the lead over the 10700K Comet Lake chip. No surprises here. Zen 3 and the huge cache structure is really like CSGO and Valorant type esport games. So no surprises here. All right, Horizon Zero Dawn, the ultimate console port. So clearly you can see that the 5800X here has a dominating 20% lead over the other two chips. So that's that's a handed win for the Zen 3 chip. Now, I initially thought that the 5800X was so much faster than Comet Lake because of PCIe Gen 4, which is what the other larger tech tubers were saying. But Rocket Lake has PCIe Gen 4 too, which is what it ran on, and it didn't seem to make a difference. So whatever they're doing with console ports, they're just straight up more optimized for Zen architecture, just straight up. So going forward, if you're into kind of the console port scene, Zen chips might be the way to go for you. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I remember when I tried to play this game on my old quad core, it was just not happening. Back on my old Sandy Bridge rig. Oh man, it was so bad. But surprisingly though, all these modern 8-core CPUs handle this game. I wasn't even expecting this because I haven't launched this game in a really long time. So I was expecting something in like the 150, 160 range, but no, all of these chips, no problems running this game. So we have a 10% win for the Rocket Lake chip. So that is a win, but in terms of, you know, gaming experience, you're not going to see a difference here between these chips. Monster Hunter World. Here's another one that has really weird CPU utilization. I remember playing this game too back on my old quad core and wondering why was the FPS so low. But here we got, again, any modern 8-core CPU is going to run this game just fine. No problems whatsoever. We have a 6% win for Rocket Lake, so that means nothing. This game, yeah, again, nothing really special to see here. Okay, Rocket League, I honestly don't even know why I threw this one in here. I don't know. When we were doing the stream for this one, we like launched a game, we went into a game, we tried playing a few rounds, and all three of these CPUs were hitting like well over 1100 FPS. So this is completely irrelevant. I figured I would show the numbers anyway, just because we put the effort in to do the numbers. But
now, what did we learn about which CPU is the best? It doesn't matter! They're all the same! Alright, Jufus. Where's the Warzone benchmark, okay? We came here for the Warzone numbers, okay? Which one's fastest in Warzone? Alright,
Warzone, here we go. The 5800X is the slowest here, obviously, because Warzone and Battle Royales such as it need memory latency more than anything. But there's one key part I want you to pay attention to here, coming up on when all three of these turn the corner. Look at the FPS drop of all three CPUs right when it turns the corner. Did you see that? The 5800X and the 10700K dropped down to 180. Rocket League, however, maintained a solid 200 plus.
Again, there should be no surprises here, okay? I did that top 5 Warzone CPU list, and the numbers fit right in that list where I put them in the first place. The list is what the list is. And before anyone comments, I know there's gonna be that one guy that is like, why'd you use an i9 for the Rocket League, but an i7 versus a Ryzen 7? A, I don't have an 11700K. B, I'm not gonna buy one. C, I was more curious to find out how much of a gain Rocket League had over Comet Lake if both had the same latency and same clock speed, okay? It's definitely not a 20% IPC increase, whatever the hell Intel was touting. I didn't test any Ubisoft titles today because we already tested that in the past. If you're a Ubisoft single player game, you're gonna want Intel for those ones. If you're Battle Royale player, the top 5 CPU list still holds true. You'll want the fastest CPU that you can get with the most cores on a monolithic die. So right now, that's the 10900K. If you are a single player gamer, doesn't matter. If you are a console port gamer, 5800X is the way to go. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like moral of the story. Like CPUs are just tools, okay? Pick the right tool for the job. Get your brand loyalty out of the way. Get your fanboyism out of the way. What game do you want to play? Buy the CPU that works best for that game that you want to play. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter what about the architecture. It doesn't matter about the nanometer or the node. It doesn't matter about any of that shit. It matters nothing. Buy the right tool for the job. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the content. Hope you learned something. Oh, I just burped inside a little bit. I'm not editing that out. Hope you liked the content. Hit that subscribe button. Do all that YouTube SEO stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Comment down below about the testing or any kind of numbers. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them. There is a new join button down below if you feel like you want to support the channel, but you don't want to get involved with the community. You just want to support me and what I do here. I'm never getting sponsors. We already know that I'm way too harsh to ever get sponsors. But I have a shit ton of supporters that help me out though, so I don't need sponsors. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later.